and welcome to Friday's video, the last video of the week, and today we are looking again at pictograms, but today we're looking at how to interpret pictograms. So that's how to look at pictograms and know what they're showing you and answer questions on them. So we're going to start off with a little, just have a go. I'm not going to tell you very much about this pictogram. I'm just going to see if you can work it out for yourself, and I'll be very impressed if you can. So, got a picture of a pictogram, and it's basically, the pictogram is showing how many cars are parked in a car park each day. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and that's how many cars were parked. It's quite a big car park. One full circle equals 10 cars. What I want you to do is on your paper or wherever you do it on your whiteboard, how many cars are parked in the car park on each day? Have a go. My clue to you is don't forget to look at the key. Pause the video here and have a quick go on this. So you should have paused the video and I will show you how to work it out. You might have got it right already. So we want to find out how many cars are in the car park. So for this, we're going to need to look at the key. One full circle equals 10 cars. So let's just have a look at Monday. Monday, we've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So we've got 50 cars parked on Monday. Now, Tuesday looks a little bit different, doesn't it? We know that we've got 10, 20, 30 cars parked, but then what's this? This is just half of this. So what's half of 10? It's 5. So we know that on Tuesday, 10, 20, 30, 5 cars were parked. Okay. Wednesday, we've got 10, 20. So we know that 20 cars were parked there on Wednesday. Thursday, we've got that little half again, which remember equals 5. So 10, 20, 5. Oh, that's a 5. And then on the Friday, we've got 10 and then 5, which would equal 15. So there we have it. We've got however many cars were parked on each day. Well done if you got that right. It's a bit difficult. And also, I didn't actually give you much help with that one. I sort of thought, wonder if they could do it by themselves. And I'm sure you could. So really well done if you got that right. So today, for Friday, the 5th of February, we're interpreting pictograms. Our step 1 is to know how to use a key. So a key is when it says like a circle equals 10 cars or a cupcake equals 2 cakes or whatever. Step 2 is I can interpret pictograms, and that also means you can answer questions on pictograms. And step 3 is to answer problem-solving questions with our chili challenges, okay? So, how many more... They've got... Oh, here's a pictogram, okay? It's showing you the amount of birds seen in a garden, I think. Although that is quite a lot of birds. So it's going to ask you, it's got you you've got 2 questions, and then you've got to calculate the answers. So it wants to know how many more sparrows are there than robins. It wants to know what's the total number of birds seen in the garden. It wants you to know how you've worked that out. And then I want you to ask your own question about this pictogram. So the first thing, before we do anything, any questions we do, is we need to work out how many birds of each type. So if we look very closely at the key, we can see that 1 blue square equals 5 birds. So all you need to do, count up in 5s to work out how many in total. 5, 10, 15, 20. That means there are 20 blackbirds seen in the garden. 5, which means there are only 5 robins seen in the garden. 5, 10, 15. That means there are 15 sparrows seen in the garden. How many do you think was here? None. No thrushes seen in the garden at all. And 5, 10 magpies were seen in the garden. Okay. So, how many more sparrows are there than robins? So for that question, you need to find the difference between the sparrows and the robins. So sparrows are 15, take away how many robins there were at 5. 15 take away 5 is 10. So the answer to the first question is 10. What is the total number of birds seen in the garden? Now, how do you think you're going to work this one out? You're going to add up all of the different numbers together to get the total number of birds seen in the garden. So we've got 20, add 5, add 15, add 0, obviously don't need to put 1 in if you don't want to, add 10, and then we're going to work it out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the two biggest numbers first. 20 add 10, oh no, that's not the biggest number, 15. 20 add 15, so that'd be 35, add 10, that'd be 45, add 5, that'll be 50. So there were a total of 50 birds seen in the garden that day. It's a lot, isn't it? And you can ask any of your own questions to ask a friend about the pictogram. You could ask which was the most popular bird, which was the least popular bird, which bird, how many more magpies were there than thrushes, how many more blackbirds were there than robins. Okay, there's lots of different questions. You could ask whichever one of those you wanted. Right, let's have a go all together. So here is a pictogram showing who likes what sport the best, okay? So children have voted on which sport they like the best. Which is the most popular sport? How many children voted for football and swimming all together? What could the title of this pictogram be? Okay, I'm going to give you about a few minutes, however long you want really. Just work out the answer to those questions, write them down somewhere, and then unpause the video. Off you go. So you should have paused the video, and now I'm going to go through the answers. Again, when faced with a pictogram, what I always do is I work out the answers first, okay? So we see a triangle equals 2 children. So football, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 people like football best. Tennis, 2, 4. 4 people like tennis best. Basketball, 2, 4, 6. 6 people like basketball best. Hockey, 2, 4, 6, 7. Because remember, half a triangle will be a 1, because a full triangle is a 2. And swimming, only half a person. I keep saying that. Half a triangle likes swimming best. Okay, that doesn't mean half a person. It means 1 person, because a full triangle is 2 people. So, once you've got all those questions in, you can answer the questions really easily. Which is the most popular sport? At a quick glance, we can see football is the most popular sport. How many children voted for football and swimming all together? So that means you just need to add up football and swimming. 10 add 1 is 11. What do you think the title of this pictogram could be? Now, it's probably more than one thing that it could be, but I might say, which are your favourite? It's a hard one, really, isn't it? What is your favourite sport? I remember that's a question, so you need a question mark. And you could even put, if you want to be really clever, a pictogram to show, say it was year 3's favourite sports. Well done. Okay, let's have another go. Now, I'm going to make it a bit bigger so that you can see it better. Use the pictogram to decide if the statements are true or false. So you've got some statements there. You're going to have to sort of go a bit close to the screen. Horses were the least popular animal. The number of chickens seen was half the number of cows seen. The total number of pigs and sheep is 70. There were 8 cows on the farm. There were 10 fewer chickens and sheep. So again, first thing you need to do, work out how many of each, then answer true or false to the questions. Pause the video, have a go. Should have paused the video. Now we are going to work out the answers. So, 1 star equals 10 animals. So how many pigs there are? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. You've probably got the hang of it by now. Remember, half a star will equal 5. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45. 1 star would equal 10. 10, 20, 30, 5, so there's 35 chickens. And cows, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. A lot of cows on the farm. Right, now let's put a T for true or an F for false. Horses were the least popular animal. So horses were the least popular animal, so that is true. The number of chickens seen, 35, was half the number of cows seen. So to work that out, you need to work out what half of 80 is. Half of 80 is 40. There are 35 chickens, so that is actually a false. The total amount of pigs and sheep is 70. So that's not right, is it? I think that's 70. That's false. It's hard to see though, isn't it? There were 8 cows on the farm. Were there 8 cows on the farm? No, there were 80 cows on the farm. That is trying to see whether you understand the key. Okay, that's what it's trying to ask you. There were 10 fewer chickens than sheep. So there are 35 chickens and there were 45 sheep. So that is true. There's 10 fewer chickens, isn't there? So that one's a big T. Well done if you got those right. Okay, so today your turn is to have a look at the worksheet that we've given you. Complete questions 1 to 4 for the mild. Complete the whole thing for the medium. And I've seen a lot of people completing the whole worksheet, which is really impressive to be so aspirational. Good job. And then if you want to push yourself even further, there's always a chili challenge to work out the answers. And you can send it in on Dojo so that me or Mr. Sherman can see it. Good luck, have fun, and I'll see you next week. Bye.